Yes, yes, yes. John's Closet. We're back again.
For episode 3.
Episode 3. Dude, we are hot in the fucking streets right now, dude. We got
All 76 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, dude. We got got 76 followers, man. Honestly, it's not that bad.
You know, it's pretty fire. You know, it's reassuring to know that 76 people care so deeply and are so infatuated by us that they bother to hit the like button on Instagram.
Or I created 76 different Instagram accounts and I managed to follow it just to make believe that we have that many followers.
We'll
already.
take anything we can get.
Dude, we are the number one I'll say I did some like stats or whatever. We are the number one podcast in Southwest Florida, in Fort Myers, on this particular road that you live on. If you look at it that way, we are the number one motherfucking podcast. Number 2 is Miss Sally's gardening podcast, and we just got her the fuck out of here. We are trashing Miss Sally's fucking gardening podcast. We're just better.
You know, there was some caution tape over her garden earlier.
Yeah. Somebody, I mean,
and we were just like, you know what? I hope that landscaping job just goes terrible for you, Sally.
Yeah. We got new boys are in town. We're taking over the game. So how was your weekend, man? It's Memorial Day weekend.
So how was my weekend? Well, I hung out with my drummer Aaron. It was a very chill weekend. His roommate and also my former student Manny was also in town. He had just gotten done, I think, touring with some band, and it was it was kind of crazy because he'd been gone for 9 months and he's still paying bills and shit.
Damn.
And the thing is like it's very odd because like I knew him as a student just before I knew him like as a person,
right?
So when he says fucked up shit, like I'm just like, this throws me through a loop a little bit.
Yeah.
This is one of my students,
right?
Like I'm tempted to go get the paperwork and just be like,
just air him out.
Just like, here's his here's his resignation letter for FGCU. I wrote it up for him.
God damn.
Like no, but
snitch.
We were joking about that, but
yeah.
We ended up going to Guitar Center. Aaron bought like a $350 field recording mic setup.
God damn.
Yeah, no. Like,
sounds expensive.
Aaron drops mad money.
Yeah,
on his gear.
Do people wonder why we do it in a fucking closet? Doing podcasts is not cheap. You need good equipment, and we're recording on a goddamn iPhone. But it's humble beginnings. It's John's Closet. For me, man, have you played God of War? The new God of War that came out?
Not yet.
Dude, I'm a huge fan of God of War. I've been playing it since the very first one. I think I've played damn near every one of them. This new God of War, when I tell you it's one of the fucking most fun games I've played in a long time, it really is. Like, I was just like full on sack of potatoes, just like playing God of War all this weekend.
Fucking neckbeard.
Yeah. Total neckbeard mode. It was good. I felt good about myself.
That's good. Mm-hmm. And then we both went to Amanda's thing.
Yeah. We went to Amanda, who was on our second episode. She had a little dinner cookout thing. Dude, all right, I'm gonna get a little bit sexist for a little bit.
Oh, God.
Not sexist, but
I'm scared, Sydney.
Here's the thing, man. It is so hard to find a girl, at least at the college level or whatever, who knows how to cook well. Like, I've had girls like cook me some food before, and it was you know when you're a parent and your kid makes you like some food or whatever, right, and you're like, it's bad, but you eat it anyways just to support your little kid. Like, oh yeah, I'll eat this.
Is that what you were, Sydney? Were you that disappointed parent?
No. Not disappointment, but I was just like, damn, why I gotta do this? I'm gonna make you something special, Sydney.
No, but
delicious.
But she cooked steak and potatoes. And
yeah,
shit.
steak.
It was delicious.
It was delicious.
Like,
yeah. Shout out to Amanda, man. Women cooking out here.
Just amazing. And then we watched Wanted.
Yeah.
Like, we all got in the group and just like started watching Wanted. That
fucking
2008.
Yeah, assassin movie with Angelina Jolie, dude. Honestly, that movie could only come out that year because in 2008 was the housing depression and motherfuckers were losing their jobs and stuff like that. They needed anything to pick them up, and my God, this movie is so bad. All style, no substance.
Just bullet bending, curving bullets.
Cow. And the fucking one line, the only good thing about this movie is towards the end when Morgan Freeman says, "Shoot this motherfucker." And I can't believe that somebody not only wrote that down, but fucking Morgan Freeman said that in the movie. And it was the most hilarious shit I've seen in a long time. Like, I knew the quote, but I never actually knew where it came from.
Yeah.
Right? Until I saw it in real time. And just, it was so glorious.
And then just afterwards we saw Speed Racer, which was
oh my God.
Which was just like the best acid trip you could probably have without actually taking any drugs.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's a wild time 10 years ago.
Like the colors just popped out. The CG was like a budget Cars animation.
It was so fucking
like it's like the entire Pixar crew got drunk and animated this movie.
Basically. Oh my gosh. Well, we want to introduce some guests. We got some special guests coming in here. Every guest is special, but you know, you gotta say that they're special, so they feel special. You know, and we got Kathryn on my left right here, Kathryn Fox, and we got Hunter Dolan, right? You know,
that's it.
And how are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling?
I'm doing great.
We're good.
Yeah. You got y'all liquored up. We got some Yangling in here. We're definitely not sponsored by Yangling yet. We're slowly getting.
That's the key thing.
Yeah.
Yingling marketing team, if you're listening to this right now, please sponsor us.
We're definitely gonna tweet you out, man. I was like, we should tweet the segment out and just question marks and like the little eye emojis. It's like, hey, what better way to get drunk than in a goddamn closet? But yeah, what you guys do this weekend for Memorial Day weekend?
Oh, Memorial Day we spent rehearsing.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, but the whole weekend we recorded.
That's right.
Kind of, I guess, an EP that kind of turned into a CD, though. We ended up doing a lot more tracks than we expected.
Wait, you did a whole fucking CD in a weekend?
A full-length album.
Yeah.
That's our first EP.
Can we? Are we also sponsored by Coke on this podcast? Because that seems very hard to do. Record a whole EP in a weekend. Now, was it? I assume it's already like you already had the songs already done and stuff like that, so you just went into a studio and just recorded it.
Something like that.
That. And Coke. It helps to stay up at night.
Now was it like true professional studio, like in the area that's like accredited for having multiple albums from artists, or was it more of a home studio environment where it was kind of more lax?
It was definitely the home studio environment, recorded by a really great recording technician. It was really
Nashville
fun.
guy.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That sounds dope.
His name's Greg Timko. He's awesome.
Nice. Shout out to him, man. Just mixes up. Well, Hunter and Kathryn right here. They're part of the Suwannee Swing Band, right?
The Suwannee Swing Saloon.
Suwannee Swing Saloon. There we go. And you guys have been performed twice, actually. Both at Pony Bell, right?
Yes.
Yeah, twice so far. Because I remember the first time I was like, yo, this is fucking lit as hell. Like, I had never seen so many old people enjoying, and young people too, at one spot, enjoying Western swing of all things.
It was a nice blend of the generations. You know?
Yeah. It was pretty dope to see.
No, and
experience,
just performance-wise, you know, because I heard that it was kind of like put together almost last minute, like more or less. Like, and considering how well it turned out, like I was kind of shocked. I thought you guys had been like practicing together for at least like a month. You know, rehearsing like 3, 4, or 5 times a week. Yeah,
it's
Can I tell you the story of how this band started?
Yeah. That was one of my questions, but
absolutely.
One of my questions, but go ahead. You're asking your own questions on your own interview. But no, I'm actually really, really curious because well, first of all, I'd be remiss to not note this. Kathryn lives in a whole nother fucking state.
Yeah.
Right. She comes down here right, and performs with you guys, and stays down for a couple weeks and stuff like that. I assume Kathryn is a professor, right? Viola performance, right?
Well, I mean,
That's
I got
your
my degrees in viola performance, but I teach a lot of different aspects of music for sure.
Right, and I assume you were adjunct professor at FGCU.
Yep,
I assume that's how you guys met.
Oh, yeah, artist in residence at FGCU. Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to FGCU, making connections.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right?
But yeah,
Bauer School of Music.
Hey.
First off, it's the College of Arts and Sciences. That's where it's at.
Oh yeah. We got beef.
We're just a little part of that.
Yeah. Just the art.
Just let's not forget about like the whole STEM side of it, the physics, the math.
Yeah, we don't get into a beef right now.
I'm
Bloods and Crips type of scenario.
Listen, I was embarrassed on my own podcast. This has now gotten personal. I'm out for blood. I'm just like, you know what? The second floor of Seidler Hall right now, or Seidler Hall, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
The math department owns it.
Yeah.
And I am out for vengeance.
Yeah. Out for vengeance. But no, for real, like how did your band get started? Like last minute, week beforehand, tons of people come. You get on NPR too, right?
That's right.
For your performance.
Yeah.
And you get old and young people to watch goddamn Western fucking swing.
Yeah.
How did the band come together last minute?
So something like 6 or 7 months out before that, my manager called me up. I was on vacation. My parents live in Ecuador.
Right.
So I was on vacation visiting them. So a call came down to Ecuador, and he said, I just booked you to play a show in about 6 or 7 months with a Western swing band.
Was it like a dark voice? Like, was it from an unknown caller? It's like,
no,
I just booked you for...
No. No.
Oh, for your manager, right?
Western swing.
Right.
Yeah. I just booked you.
I'll do whatever you want. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
No. It's someone I know very well. Called me up and told me, hey, you're booked to do this. And I said, I don't have that kind of band. And he said, well, you're booked to do it. And I said, okay. And well, let's do it. So we put a band together, and then that band didn't work, and then we put another band together, and that band didn't work out so well. So then very last minute, we finally found the last band that we have kept together for this amount of time.
Damn. Goddamn. Now, how did you... Now, what was the phone call like when you called out Kathryn? It's like, hey, man... I got a Western swing band going on. Oh, cool. Like, is it in a couple months? About next week. Like, how did you even go about to convince Kathryn to come? So, can I do a scenario of how the phone call went between you two? So Hunter's calling up. It's like, hey, Kathryn. Hey, what's up, Hunter? What's going on? Oh, man. Please save my motherfucking band. I need you so bad. So bad to save the band. I don't know why you sound like a fucking this poor black dude. He's like, please, Kathryn.
I thought you were more like the priest at a church, just
please, Kathryn.
Preaching.
Save the band. Save Hornet Bell. Save the world. But like, what was your?
No, what the truth is that when he called me up about that, I got really excited because it's a combination of everything I love in music, and honestly, he was the one that kind of introduced me a little bit more to the genre. Before he even told me he wanted me to fly down for this band, so I was super excited and pretty honored to be asked. So. There you go.
That's good. That's good to hear. Now, I have another question about that.
Oh, boy.
Here's my thing about Western swing. Boy. I don't know anybody who even knows that genre. It's a very niche genre. So when me and John and some other people, when we went to go see you guys play, so many people came to it, and I was so surprised. How many did you actually find people who were like genuine fans of that genre come up to you after, like, yo, man, I've been waiting for a Western swing band to come out? I'm like, have you really?
You know what's wild? The very first show we played,
right?
This was down at Marco Island, for a very limited audience, and we started playing. And practically the entire audience became a choir, and they were singing along.
Wow, for Western swing.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. And they were all singing along, and I thought, wow, we don't even need to like do any singing. We'll just let them do it.
Yeah, they knew all the songs.
Yeah. It's like Western swing's been on like the charts of like on the radios and shit like that. Now, you know what I think it is? I think it's what we call the brony effect. You guys know what a brony is? You want to?
So a brony.
Okay.
For those of you that are unaware of, things that exist on the internet, are individuals,
right? Grown ass men,
basically,
right?
That watch and enjoy and partake in the show My Little Pony.
Yeah. These are called bronies. Basically, grown ass. Neck beard, no offense to you, John, but neck beard, sweaty, man bun having motherfuckers watch My Little Pony. Mind you, totally little girl show, right? Not only do they watch it, they have whole fucking conventions dedicated to being a brony. Now, what my theory is, one person just had to like come out the closet, right? He's like, yo, man, I like My Little Pony. And then he found another dude who's like, yo, I also like My Little Pony. Another person's like, yo, I also like My Little Pony. And then they have this entire thing. So I feel like you just need to like put shit out in the universe, because no matter how niche or how small it is, motherfuckers might fuck with it. And then they have an entire brony convention every year.
It's interesting to compare Western swing to My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just the kind of podcast. You know what I thought? I was like, when I wrote that question, that was the second thing that I thought of. I'm like, how can I make this question make sense in my mind? Because like Western swing is such a niche thing. I'm like, what's a niche thing that just caught wildfire and motherfuckers just knew it? It was brownies. Yeah.
See, I can't relate to either of them. Like, maybe we could talk about like maybe the upbringing of like deathcore. That'd be closer to like what I'd be thinking of. Oh, you mean this guy just screams into a microphone, and this other guy just plays one chord. Gotcha. And just it develops and just spreads into this. Now it's got like it's now every sort of diverging genre is just like it is just like now there's Christian black metal grindcore kind of like genre mashes.
Mashes is crazy. Now, was it like did you guys have experience playing Western swing beforehand? Like before you made a whole band? So this is like a whole new band, whole new experience.
Yeah, it's been a learning experience the whole time through.
Right.
I think you've played some fiddle music.
Oh yeah, sure. I've played like bluegrass.
And that's part of what Western swing is. Western swing's a big blend of a lot of things. Yeah, and we both play jazz.
Well,
and that's another part
Hunter's
of it.
played a lot of jazz.
Hunter played a lot of jazz. Yes. It's funny. So I've known Hunter for about like 5 or 6 years now. We met freshman year in college, I think in like a ping pong room, in some building or whatever. And I was
right.
and I was playing with him, and I thought to myself, damn, this motherfucker's good. So even way back then, I knew Hunter was going to be good. And then you just slowly like got up a following, and now you're playing at different places and cafes and different bars and stuff like that. At what point in college did you just know that like, yo, I can actually make some good amount of money, and I actually have like people who want to hear jazz in Fort Myers?
Okay, so I started actually gigging professionally when I was old enough to drive a car.
Oh, so it's been so a while.
I actually remember a moment a long time ago. I was at Music Walk, and I didn't know it was Hunter at the time until later when I met Hunter officially.
Right.
And it was and I remember because Bill was there.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, and I didn't realize it because he I think he was also wearing aviators and an earpiece with a suit. And I was like, and like
he was the armed guard.
Yeah.
And it was just it was actually like I just remember meeting Bill and being like, oh my God, Bill's really cool. And then also then he starts talking you up like, this guy, he's really good. And I'm like listening. I'm like, yeah, he is really good. Well, shit. Like, I can't do this shit. Because, my theory knowledge is super limited. So when it comes to like jazz, I'm like, okay, hold on. Like I can understand some of the theory behind it, but I can't put it in practice.
Something, 7th chords, 9th chords, or some shit. I don't know.
Just add some 7, 9s, 11s, and 13s.
And some skibidi skip pop pop pop.
That's all it is.
Skip pop 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 pop.
Just play it with a flat 13, modulate it, and make sure that you're changing to the key of G flat major and whatever the fuck. I don't know.
I see why you don't play jazz.
Yeah, it sounds like you got it.
Sounds like you got it, man. Is that you, Hunter? Wow. Hunter's got a new protege.
No, like
said something about G flat.
Oh my God. But yeah, no, like it's always stuff that's always been just hard for me to put in practice.
Yeah.
And that's partially because I don't listen to enough jazz. Like I just default to like the closest thing that I listen to any of that is like any sort of like prog rock or prog metal that has any sort of like jazz influence.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm so glad you said that. It's a great segue to my next question. That's why you're my fellow co-host.
Why are you winking at me like that?
You just set me up perfectly. Now, so you guys, well, first of all, you went to Cypress High School, which was a school for arts and music and stuff like that. Heavy
arts.
Yeah. Now, with you, Kathryn, so it makes sense that like you're really into music and it's a whole culture behind it and stuff. Now, did you also go to arts and music school? Like, how did you even start out with this passion for music to take you all the way to a goddamn master level degree in viola performance?
No, I did not go to an art school.
Oh.
But I did grow up with a big music family. So I can't think of anybody that isn't at least somewhat musically inclined in my family in lots of different ways. There are a lot of like opera singers.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. A lot of them really good classical piano players. My dad is a good jazz guitarist. My mom's like a coloratura opera singer. It's crazy. And so then I have like an aunt and uncle that do bluegrass. So there's just been a lot of influences. And from an early age, I was just so enamored with everyone's talent and artistry and just wanted to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm. Were you like hella pressured into like, well, Dad, I like to play sports? Like, no, practice that viola.
Man, I just want to play basketball, but my dad wants me to sing.
Yeah. Doesn't that sound like an old Disney Channel movie? It's always that like the dad is like super stern, like, play this, but he has like a clear talent for something else.
Don't you remember when High School Musical was a thing?
Yeah. Damn, that shit was bad. Well, actually, I didn't watch it. I can't judge it, but it looks bad.
I don't remember. I was a kid, so that was before I developed this thing called taste.
Ooh, we're sending the shots at High School Musical. We are never gonna get some sponsors for this shit. The goddamn mouse is gonna knock on our door, like, hello, is this John's closet? It's like, is this Mickey Mouse? Like, yeah, could you not talk shit about High School Musical on your goddamn podcast? It's about to be the number 2 podcast in Fort Myers. After I'm through with you.
Sally's about to get a lot of funding.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now, you were saying earlier that you're not a big fan of jazz music. I'm actually I like jazz a lot. I listen to jazz here and there. Maybe not. Clearly, it's not as much as you guys. But the reason why I got into jazz personally is because I'm a huge fan of old school R&B music and hip hop. Now, hip hop samples a lot of old school R&B music and stuff like that. Now, old school R&B has a lot of jazz influence with the chords, mostly 7 chords and 9 chords and stuff like that. So like it was like when I listened to some of the songs, right? Some of these old jazz songs, I'm like, oh wow, I naturally already liked some of these because even some of the hip hop old sample old jazz songs and stuff like that. So when I finally got around to it, I'm like, oh, that song was sampled from this other hip hop song that I really really like, or this R&B song sounds like this old jazz song. So like, do you guys, since you guys are really really good at jazz, do you guys also like R&B and hip hop, or have you ever indulged into those genres a lot?
Yes.
Yes.
A man of many words.
Man of many words. Like Hunter's like, yes.
No, definitely. I mean, I love a lot of different genres and appreciate them for all the different aspects that they possess. So, yeah.
Well, what kind of you wanna do some names? What's some R&B music you've been listening to?
Geez.
It's like, oh shit, on the spot. That's why. So I need to look at the questions beforehand.
Well, but here's the problem: is that all I've listened to lately is
Western
swing. So trying to think of R&B right now is like, oh, what?
Some hip hop.
Our ears have been saturated with
yeah.
fiddle and.
So you saying you're not listening to Little Pump? Some hip hop. Gucci gang. What?
First off, Sydney, fuck you for mentioning Little Pump.
Hey man, I love Little Pump, man.
You know, we'll agree to disagree on that one.
Definite guilty pleasure. Actually, it's not even guilty. I'll blast that shit. I'll let motherfuckers know. Little Pump.
See, I think it's single-handedly destroying the genre of hip hop.
Oh my god. Roll my eyes. Now, do you guys listen to a lot of more? Because whenever I see you guys play or whatever, when you're just normally just playing jazz or classical music, there's always like more older jazz music and stuff like that. Is there any like more, I guess, more modern, more recent jazz music that you guys will play, or classical?
Well, we were listening to someone today, Esperanza Spalding, who's just.
Yeah, she's the best.
I've heard of her.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think I listened to a song or two. Right? She sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm. She's a really good bass player that sings. Just, yeah, no words, no words.
Do you know a dude named Kamashi Washington?
I
think he's pronounced the name. Yeah, he's like he's a really really good jazz musician, but he like has like a blend of like jazz. It's more like improv jazz, a little bit of hip hop influence with it too, and R&B.
I will say I love like anything that like Chick Corea and Bobby McFerrin do together, which I guess can sometimes like maybe they'll do a standard, but they'll really like change it up a lot. It's really interesting to see their approach of it.
Bad Bad Not Good. Have you heard of them?
Yes.
Yes, I love me with some Bad Bad Not Good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know, it just keeps me so amped and pumped.
I know Adam Neely.
Adam Neely.
He's actually a dude that's just on YouTube that makes music theory videos. But
nice.
Yeah. So as far as like, you know, contemporary jazz musician, I mean he's still like a very qualified musician. I'm not gonna even like go that far. Like the thing is like he has this EP that's basically like it's just this genre mash of electronic and jazz and just all these just weird melodic sort of choices that he makes that all still make sense somehow. Like everything that he talks about in his theory videos, he puts in practice.
God damn.
So like, you know, it's worth checking out.
Yeah, I only know a little bit of music theory because like back in high school, I was in there was a guitar class back in Key West, and we played classical guitar. So it was like 40 of us. We're all playing classical guitar. And he would also teach us like theory and stuff like that. So I know like all the basic levels of theory, but I can't really like indulge in the moment and stuff like that. Like I know what like, okay, this is in this key. I know to play these chords and stuff like that. I know which chords and which of them the minors and the majors.
That's about all you need.
Oh, well, damn. Yeah, you got a whole master's degree and I already we on the same level. Nah.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. We'll do some fun questions.
Some fun questions.
Some fun questions. Where are these fun questions at?
Actually, I'm going to ask a question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
From last time. If you had to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Oh yes.
With any celebrity,
I know.
Any three celebrities.
Was it a celebrity, or I thought it was
or any person. I guess any person really.
Any person,
but any person throughout history, dead or alive, any celebrity. Basically, people that you either admire or respect or something. That you could have, go on three separate have three separate meals with these people, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Who would they be?
Start out early. Start out with
Three
breakfast.
people?
Three people.
Three
yeah.
people. Yeah, I mean, you
Kathryn's just sighing and putting her head down like, wow. It's like, I wasn't prepared.
So definitely is the name we dropped a minute ago, Esperanza Spalding. I think she'd be one of them.
Right. Are you having her for breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Oh, I gotta choose the meals.
Yeah. You waking up to her? Or she's gonna play some like jazz music and stuff like that?
I would say. Yeah.
She's really
Let's
cute
go with
too.
breakfast.
Breakfast with
Breakfast.
Breakfast with
Spalding.
Esperanza, yeah.
Are we doing a joint thing right here?
Sure.
She's gonna hijack Hunter's selections.
I'll hijack that.
Now another name I was gonna say was Mark O'Connor.
Oh.
The fiddle man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which meal. Maybe lunch.
Yeah, I'd go with lunch.
Oh, lunch? Oh, why lunch? You say it so this was like, I guess lunch. This motherfucker. Wait, who's he? You said Mark
O'Connor. He's just an award-winning bluegrass fiddle player who's just kind of a freak of nature at the instrument.
Yeah. You definitely need to like midday to he's gonna come fiddling a lot and doing was like, all right, man.
But the real question is, can he dubstep violin like Lindsey Sterling?
yeah, dubstep violin. Does that make you guys cringe when you hear that weird mashup of like that stretch?
Just how does that make you feel?
Yeah.
You know what I'll say about Lindsey Sterling is that she is a really good businesswoman. So. And she does have a lot of talent in a lot of areas. So it's a different approach to the career path of music for sure. But she's got it going on for what she's doing.
Damn, no hate out of Kathryn.
No,
I like it.
She's good.
Yeah,
she's good.
She's doing it.
Yeah. You know me. I'm so ready to shit on shit I don't like. I'm like, fuck this shit. It's terrible. Damn, this music's trash.
Damn it, Sally. Like,
all right. So who you guys having for dinner? Who you bringing along?
What do you think about some Tony Bennett?
Oh wow, yeah.
Tony Bennett.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I think he'd be a good dinner date.
I think so.
So who's Tony Bennett?
He's a fantastic singer.
Really quite old, in his mid-90s or late 90s, but he's just a very thoughtful, lovely jazz singer. Yeah, you always feel like he's expressing a lot through his message of a tune. So
we could have found Tony Bennett with a Google search. Just like jazz music.
No, I mean, I want them to explain it. They're having them for for dinner and shit.
We'll let you guys know how it goes.
Yeah.
now the real question is, who you having for dessert, man? Like just.
Oh, we're doing
just the bonus there.
A curveball right here.
Would it also be Tony Bennett?
It would be Andrew Baird.
Mine is Johnny Mathis.
Johnny Mathis.
I have a very, very big crush on Johnny Mathis.
Oh shit! You got the hots for Johnny Mathis?
Yeah, he's gay, so it's unfortunate.
But
gotcha. Yeah, I can't help it with him. I'm a goner.
Yeah.
I think I'd join you for dessert with Johnny Mathis.
Johnny
Really?
Mathis.
Okay.
You gonna throw her? She's like.
See, the worst part is Hunter has more of a chance apparently.
I know, yeah, clearly. But Kathryn's gonna like shoot her shot. Is like.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I'll have the banana split. Yeah. And he's like, okay. You didn't have to say it like that to the waiter who's still right there. I was like, one banana split on the way, ma'am. This is a place in Key West where I'm from. It's called I think it's called Better Than Sex. Yeah, Better Than Sex. There's a whole dessert shop.
I've been there. That place is amazing.
I didn't know you've been to Key West before.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So, and the dessert restaurant, basically, like you have to. It's all like pitch black, or not pitch black, but like it's all like dark or whatever. It has like candles everywhere, and you have to like look at the menu with a little light and stuff like that. It has very like sensual.
And all of their titles of their
and
desserts.
the desserts are very provocative. It's like red pussy velvet. It's not that provocative.
He's not
but
even kidding. It's pretty close to that.
It's pretty close to that. I couldn't remember something, but it's like sensual dark chocolate banana. I don't know. Some shit like that. And it's a good place to eat. We do we have another fun question we want to ask them? Oh wait, no, wait, hold on. Hold the fuck on. My God. Here's the thing. I woke up, my spirit was in a bad place, mostly because I had a hangover. But I felt something else happening to me. Now I get pretty emotional when I think about this, because like first of all, it's been a whole 2 years. 2 fucking years. To this day, today.
It's really sad.
May 28th, right?
Yes.
Today's May 28th. May 28th. 2 years ago, Harambe was shot and killed.
Murdered.
Unjustly. At the goddamn zoo. And I still can't get over it. I was in my boxers earlier, and I just put my dick through the little hole, and like it was like dick's out for Harambe. How do you guys feel about the 2-year anniversary of Harambe passing? Does it still eat you up inside like it does me?
Maybe not quite as much, but man, yeah. Now that you bring it up, damn.
Yeah, I know.
Harambe, unjust.
We really lost a good one.
Yeah, it's terrible. How do you feel about that, Kathryn?
I have no words.
No words.
No words. No.
I heard that Harambe knew that Trump was colluding with Russia. That's why they had to take him out. The kid was a bait, like a justifiable reason to kill him. There's a whole controversy behind it. There's a whole conspiracy.
And those votes for Harambe?
The vote for Harambe, yes, silent protest. People knew that 1%, that 0.001%, they knew that Harambe knew too much. So they just wanted to preserve his memory.
That's why I said no words.
Silent. Yeah. Yes, 5 seconds for Harambe.
That was 4.5.
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is? So I was reading about it earlier, right? Dude, this kid went over a 3-foot fence, crawled through 4 feet of bushes, and then fell 15 feet into a moat to get in that position. The real question is, we might have needed to kill Harambe because that kid might be the missing link. Fell 15 feet? Bruh, if I fell off my second story fucking balcony right now, I mean, I'd be a little bit fucked up, but I wouldn't be able to, like, I might lay on the ground for a little bit. It's just like, ugh. This 3-year-old kid fell 15 feet. Mm-hmm. He clearly he's the next part of human evolution. They needed to preserve him because shit. That's just incredible. Thank you, Harambe. Thank you, Harambe, for this segment.
So, all right, I got an interesting question for you. We're gonna move on from that. I can only take so much Harambe.
Yeah.
There's no way you can stretch more than a few minutes out of that.
Yeah. I tried my best.
So, you're at Walmart, biggest Walmart in the world, right? It has everything and anything you could need, and you have basically infinite money. You have what you can spend whatever you want at this Walmart. You buy 3 things, but you have to freak out the cashier. What do you buy?
But they have like everything ever.
Basically.
Yeah.
So would it be that the combination of things would freak them out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Combination of different things. What would you bring? It's got to be like weird, but maybe they can make sense together. At least the way I think. or it could be completely random, like serial killer random.
How about saran wrap, garbage bags, like black ones, like leaf bags, like yard bags, and
African American bags.
And some kind of like ammonium or something.
Oh,
I guess that
I'm already calling the police on you. Fuck.
Well, you said they'd have to freak them out.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
If we're talking about 3 things I want at the grocery store, that's not what I want.
That's true. As long as you stare at the cashier, and then as he rings up the ammonia, he's like, you know what's up.
Yeah,
you're not gonna ask any questions.
It's really
are you?
creepy.
What about you, Hunter?
Well, alcohol, firearms, and
God damn! That's what I'm talking about.
and
MAGA.
And maybe some cigarettes.
Yeah.
Clearly, I've watched too much Dexter.
Clearly. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Okay, I think I'll ask one more question, then we can do one more fun question because it is getting motherfucking hot in here. God damn, it's like that Nelly song.
It's getting hot in here.
So hot, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I wanna take my clothes off. Sorry, I really like that song. What was this question? Okay, I asked that. I asked about the brony. I got a quote. For you, Kathryn. Now, you quoted a famous poet and musician that he and I share the same name, Sidney Lanier.
I quoted.
Yeah.
When did I do that?
It was on your Facebook. It says, the quote is, music is love in search of a word. What does that ambiguous statement mean to you? Music is love in search of a word by Sidney Lanier.
I think because for me, I've always felt like I could communicate things better through music than I ever could just in a conversation with somebody.
Like on a podcast.
Yeah, like right now. If I played something for you, I could probably show you more about how I feel about something than if I were to try to speak about it.
I think that's why, no offense to any other types of art or whatever, I feel like music, at least, like it is able to convey and do different things that other can't. Like, for example, like a painting, whatever. So many limited things you can do with painting. You can look at it. You can look at all the technical things. You can feel different things from the painting and stuff like that. Right? It's all cool. Dancing. You're like, oh man, that's so technically found. Like, or even like some dancing is very, you can feel the feelings and stuff like that. And also it's a visual thing too, right? With both those things. But I feel like music, like it's able to encompass just so many different things. You can feel the music, you can hear it. You can't hear painting, right? You can't hear dancing, right? You can see it. You can actually see when a motherfucker's like really playing or whatever. You can actually see the technical thing behind it. Right, and also you don't even need to be that in tune with music in order to just appreciate it. Like when I see an amazing painting or whatever, like, oh, that's cool, but I'll walk away and like be on my Instagram. But when you hear some really good music, you really get connected to it on like way more levels than any other form of art.
But also the way that you can connect with somebody else.
Oh, that's a good point too.
When you're doing music, it's a pretty. I don't know. It's interesting because you're feeding off of each other in a way that you.
It's a good point.
I guess you can do that in just a regular conversation too, but there's just such spontaneity to it that's really enticing.
Yeah. When I was seeing you guys play at Pony Bell earlier this week, you guys are doing like some dueling violin and stuff like that. So I just had to pause for a second. I was like, man, this is really cool. Like I don't think I've seen two people just do like it's almost like I'm a big fan of rap, so like it's like a rap battle going on, but just with violin. Like Hunter would go and do his thing, and you would go. That's a bad violin impression. Very bad violin impression.
Isn't the violin supposed to emulate the voice?
Hey, man.
Wasn't that the purpose?
Yeah.
More or less.
Isn't it?
I think so, but the
most part.
viola does it better.
Yeah. Very interesting. But I think we can do one more fun question before we die of a heat stroke in this bitch. We got another. Where are fun questions at?
Let's see.
Over here.
Oh boy.
Oh, thank God for editing. Thank God for editing. Shit.
Oh man, did I write them down over here, or did
Gotta
I put them down here?
Get a paper over there.
That's
If we don't have anything else you guys want to talk about, discuss? Any fun happenings? Oh, by the way, you guys are going to play at Pony Bell in May, right? Or is it June?
It's May 31st.
May 31st.
This Thursday.
It's Thursday at Pony Bell at 7 p.m., right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's also my dad's birthday.
Oh, it's your dad's birthday. Oh, you should bring your dad.
Maybe you should bring your dad.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Western swing band. And who's everybody else who's in the band? What are their names as well?
Well, there's the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
There's our bass player, Jonathan Ingram, and a guitar player who is newer to the group, Joe Fernandez.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you also play Saturdays at McGregor Cafe. And
yes. Hopefully, if it doesn't rain.
If it doesn't rain. Yeah. It's been a goddamn. It was a tropical depression or whatever's going on. God damn. It's been terrible.
Yeah.
He and I play at Fancy's tomorrow night too.
That's right.
Fancy's tomorrow night too. I'm gonna have to come through that. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Nothing.
I mean,
important.
Fancy's is down the road from here anyway. So
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Just come through. See them play. They play really, really well together. Like it makes me question. Like, was it like you just practice that much, or is it like an organic level of playing?
There was very little practice.
Very
involved.
so wow. You just have to. You just guys are just naturally able to bounce off of each other. That's pretty dope. And we have social medias and shit like that. We got a John's Closet Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can check out this podcast. And you guys also have your social medias. Plug it.
Social medias, Facebook, Instagram. We've got our own website, SuwanneeSwingSaloon.com.
Damn, we need to step up, dog.
Fuck.
What about you, Kathryn? Any places you can check out your music and stuff like that? Your personal music? I know Hunter has like mad on his Facebook and Instagrams and stuff.
Well, I mean, I have my own artist pages too, of course. Yeah. I guess it's just Kathryn Fox type stuff.
Fox.
But then I have a website too that's like KathrynSevering.com. So, but anything you need to know is basically on Facebook. Yeah, we're posting a lot.
It's all there.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, this has been another motherfucking episode of John's Closet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So so we're gonna peace out. We're gonna go do fun things. We're gonna go do reckless things and get loose and, wreak havoc among the Fort Myers area.
Nice. Can we come?
Of course.
Everybody comes.
First off, whatever's made you think you weren't invited. Come on, guys.
Yeah, come on, man. Oh my gosh, I feel hot. I'll get some cool air.
You always are, Sydney.
All right.
All right.
Later.
Peace out, everybody.